How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. This is your broadcaster Farron speaking, and today we're going to be taking a look at that second bracket of the semifinals of the September 2018 Stonewain Valley 2 vs 2 tournament. We are starting this bracket off today, so this will be game 1. Spawning in the back western side is going to be MattysMirks as Elves, as the royal green as he always chooses. He's going to be supporting in the front there S.S.B as the white Isengard. Across the way we have in the back of the eastern side is going to be BraBox as the light blue Elves. He's going to be supporting Solas as, or Dark actually, as he is, his game ranger name is, or his in-game profile is going to be Dark. Solas is going to be the light green Angmar there. Now you see Solas did get the Hawaldar out. You get the fast Hawaldar. He will be able to have that leadership buff, the Hillman leadership, with any sort Rudar troops he does have spawning out of his Hall of the Kingsmen he has there. You do have banners for BraBox and the Boromir Theoden duo. You also have Morgmer coming out for Solas there. Their opponents, S.S.B has gone for that Lurch start, as well as the two Urk pits going up fast there. MattysMirks has gone for a forward barracks there, as well as Legolas to start off. So for S.S.B, I've seen actually, or MattysMirks, I think I've seen 3 different starts as far as Elves for the Nandu 4K start. As you can see there is a yellow ring there. That is going to be the buff from the Hillman leadership of Hawaldar. They will be gaining plus 33% armor and damage, if I'm not mistaken. They will also earn experience 50% faster. So basically a mobile Eye of Sauron that does not time out, as that is what the exact same buff that the Eye of Sauron does apply. Let's see BraBox doing what I've seen him do, I believe, in the first 2 games as well. He goes for that fast start on the taking the single fire in the middle there, and then he goes for the maybe for the troll cage to get the experience while it's over there. But actually he's gonna run back and start trampling over these Urk crossbows that come out for S.S.B here. Legolas does stick out his troll, but leaves the laner there. And then he start picking off that Fire Drake. Maybe he's attempting to take the outpost there without destroying the Fire Drake lair, hoping that the Fire Drake will spawn back in. However, Lurch and the crossbows will take out their control lair in the south side. And the pikes, along with what remains of those crossbows, will be going in to take the single fire from BraBox there. Morgmer and Hawaldar with their force does come in to take out the Fire Drake lair. They take the outpost as well. Here comes BraBox with Boromir and the pikes there, the Rohan Spearmen. They're going to try and stop this push from MattysMirks to hold the hill there. A Horn of Gondor does go down, but it looks like MattysMirks can take the outpost, and he will be able to pull back and then start working down Boromir there. Boromir taking a lot of damage. The heroes do deal high damage. It looks like sort of an engagement in the southern side here. S.S.B does push in on that army from Solas there, and Solas is going to have to push back into the bottom of the valley there, and with that some pikes start to move back in onto this outpost hill. BraBox does have a stables out up here, so he can start having that cavalry maybe to go harass. His Theoden can get up to level 7, I believe, or is it level 6? He does get the glorious charge ability there, which will give them a 300% armor and 100% damage increase. It looks like S.S.B will end up taking that lair out, but with his pikes, so he won't be getting the experience for Legolas there. Legolas only level 2. At level 4, he will get the Knife Fighter melee attack. The cavalry there are quite effective as they are able to move in and trample over all the crossbows after Solas has taken out the pikes there. More pikes in the field for S.S.B. It looks like he's going to try and maybe go heavy on those now, as he realizes he's going to have to worry about these cavalry units. BraBox now throwing up a archery range there, and actually Solas has gone for something I have not seen at all this tournament. In fact, I haven't seen it in very many games at all. He's gone for these Temple of Twilight, which allows for the sorcerers, a very powerful unit if they are utilized effectively. Now, that said, they are not the easiest to use. Sometimes they do have to be very close to be able to cast the spells. they have some very powerful base spells as well as the upgradable spells. This temple, going up to level 2, does have access to that Well of Souls ability, which allows them to basically cast a mini blight, deals damage, and any units destroyed in the area become a white. Solas now with a large force of axes, a couple of spears in here. We didn't have to worry too much about pikes or cavalry, as there is no cavalry on the field for S.S.B or MattysMirks. And with that, these actions are going to push up the hill, and they're going to be able to do high damage, as those axes are particularly high damage for a ranged unit there. Mordmir for Solas there, up to level 4. Lord is in tomato mode, and he's trying to work down these units. I do not see Boromir. Boromir there he is. He just cast that Horn of Gondor. Horn of Gondor along with the Fell Wind to be going down from Solas there. Boromir does have that Dread Vice's debuff, which is very useful. Actually, it looks like Lurch is going to be running behind the archer line of MattysMirks over here, as he has, I think, 3 units of Lord Archer and a Merc Archer Battalion now on the field from that level 2 barracks. The cavalry from BraBox now looking to go do some harass, push in and take out some of these farms. Might want to sneak in the back there. You did see there was the Well of Souls being cast there on the opponents, on the units of MattysMirks there. As they're dying, you can see they are turning into whites, and that's a very powerful unit. Not only do your opponents lose their units, but they also they also have more enemy units to deal with in the field. Whites do also pose a significant threat, as with each hit they deal, with each bit of damage they deal, they do heal themselves a little bit. So if you're dealing with a single source of damage, such as a hero against a white is very effective, as it will just keep healing what damage is done from that single hit. And 4 thralls summoning right there from Solas there. As I take a look at these powers, we haven't taken a look at them, have been very good at doing that with these games, as they've been very action-packed. It looks like MattysMirks has gone for 2 5s, a heal and a rally call. Now it's almost 1,000 resources, 530, 540. I was saying that he's increasing 560 out of 600, so he can't really support a bigger army. He needs more farms. And actually, I think those farms that were taken out by Solas there, or actually BraBox there, are going to be effective at keeping MattysMirks command point capped. So you can see BraBox does have 300 resources, 610, and 6 out of 620, so he's command point capped as well. He does have that heal power, and he has 4 power points, so it's almost up to his next level 5, or he can save it for a level 10 power point. MattysMirks now making a major push here. He's taking the single fire. He has a lot of archers here, some Noldors in the back, lots of pikes to protect from the cavalry, as well as several Lorians and some Mirkwood's there. And they're actually going to start ranging up the hill there. You do have S.S.B with a war chant there. He's saving it for a 10 power point. He has 8 right there. 1,000 resources and 268 out of 550 there. There's that Well of Souls being cast again, as well as I believe the Fell Strength ability. I'm not sure what that was. I think it is a Fell Strength ability there, which does drain enemy into strength. I do see it'll take slight damage. I believe it is it's essentially similar to a debuff there. S.S.B signaling that he's going for that level 2 siege works there. Gonna try and get some ballistas out there. All these whites here, I did not fail to mention that with these Well of Soul power, the whites do have a time limit on them, so they're not permanently on the field. If it's permanently on the field, that would be incredibly dangerous and an incredibly powerful ability if they were able to retain those whites for forever. You could essentially just keep casting that and create an army of whites that would just overwhelm your enemy. Whites also do deal the random fear ability. Some of the trolls in 2.02 units have a random chance to be just when being approached by such a unit to be cast into terror, to just cower in fear and be unable to move or retreat or attack. They just sit there and take the damage. They just kind of just sit down and take it. And actually, I did fail to mention, Solas has gone for 2 5s. As you can see, he did have the war chant. He also has the Fell Wind that we saw before. He has another 5 power points, 2,000 resources, and he is 700 command points out of 750. So we can support a little bit more, but he has the resources to produce a much larger army. In fact, I think he can tech up his troops while his command point capped pretty much. He upgraded all of his halls right here. He actually does have one haul, it looks like, up to level 2. I don't see him with any level 2 hauls, actually. I think he might want to invest in that, as he needs to get those higher tier units in the field. These axe throwers and spearmen with the leadership of Haldar are quite powerful, but the leadership is not the strongest, and the units are not the strongest, so an investment in higher tier troops I feel like could be beneficial for him. And it looks like Solas did spend a lot of his money right there, so he goes down to only 900 resources. I'm not sure what he did invest in. It looks like he did, since he did get the Flames of Darkness ability, it looks like with that significant a drop, he will invest in a hero. I'm not sure which hero it could be, but there's the Ballista from S.S.B that we saw being signaled about earlier. It's produced and it is out in the field. It's going to start dealing that damage. It is a direct counter to all ranged units. As Siege Ballistas can easily outrange these axe throwers, I believe they can also outrange the Athelian Rangers over here for BraBox. Now here you have that army from MattysMirks is going to be regrouping by this well, and I'll run into the field for MattysMirks. I need to heal up and regen some troops and be ready for that next push. A lot of rangers in the field for BraBox. I think he should take up to a level 2 barracks there, get some tower guards in the field. Those Rohan spearmen aren't very weak as far as pikes go. He does have a small force pushing over here, but I think that's going to fail us. He's going to have to deal with a large force from S.S.B, lots of crossbows, the ballistas there, and the pikes in the front to just meat shield for them. And here comes S.S.B with his large army. I think he has more than one battalion of nobles in the field, or maybe just one. I could see him maybe potentially having another one on the way, but actually he does not. He has some pikes, however, protecting one of the ramps here. That is a good move. He does not want his opponent sneaking in the back there, doing that eco damage that he needs to worry about. And actually it looks like MattysMirks will be doing eco damage of his own. As well as you can see, there is a marketplace for BraBox by that green glowing effect. In 2.02, the Grand Harvest ability does automatically be applied to all of those farms there. Now that outpost for Solas, actually, I think he's been able to hold on to that this whole game. I don't see it having been taken at all. This outpost, however, in the north did get knocked down, the one that MattysMirks took early on. It looks like Solas will be making a big push on this army right here. Mortimer in the front, dealing that debuff. Looks like, however, Haldor's going to be in the middle. He's going to summon in those spearmen, but he's going to be pinned there by Lurtz. I'm not sure where Lurtz is, actually. It would be good for him to get in there with his Carnage ability, I believe is what it's called, and just take out all those units and take out Haldor as well. Haldor, it looks like in the middle there, finally taking damage from the fight there, but those soldiers now being used to cast that Well of Souls and the Black Ice. Black Ice does make them suffer 33% less speed. And now the cavalry over here matching from level 2 stables for BraBox on the field now. Theoden up to level 4. He can train all units, all allied units. But that Well of Souls is actually proving quite effective. I think Haldor is going to survive that. And actually, Lurtz in a little bit of trouble here. I think he can outrun. The sorcerers do try to cast the Black Ice to slow him down, but he's going to be able to outrun that. However, Legolas there might want to target him down as he's trying to flee back away. And that large army there, actually a builder from S.S.B going down. The cavalry from BraBox might want to go and sneak in the back here. This eco doesn't need to be harassed, as their opponents will have the eco mainframe to be able to support a large force coming every time they destroy it. The same could be said for S.S.B and MattysMirks. I do not see them having stuck in the back here at all, and actually this farm, all these farms, especially the ones with the Grand Harvest, are going to quickly go up to level 3 as they're producing extra resources. I believe to level up the farm, it is by resources produced. So the more resources you produce, the faster your farm goes up to level 2, and then level 3. It looks like Mortimer going to get pinned here, but is going to get abandoned actually by his troops. I don't think that's a good idea. Solas might want to engage here. That frozen land spell going to be going down. Large force, another Noldor on the field as I was mentioning before. Legolas now to level 8. He does have that arrow wind ability. Might want to use that right here actually. There's a large force from BraBox. Elrond now pushing up the hill here, trying to take out the builder. But now some tower guards out of the 2 level 2 barracks there. The initial barracks from BraBox is still level 1. I do believe that Mortimer did go down there, if I'm not mistaken. So looks like S.S.B did take the outpost there. I did not mention it, but I did see it. Which I should mention this. Saruman is out in the field. He's at the level 2, almost level 3 from that fireball right there. Actually takes out a lot of those Rudar axe throwers there. Now Rogash in the field actually for Solas here. Rogash, an excellent choice, as he did have that AoE splash as well as the trample for walking. He also has the leap ability, which is very effective, and he has that rage in the north, which gives him plus 100% damage and plus 100% armor. So Rogash, a very powerful hero. He is vulnerable, however, to pikes, so he doesn't need to worry about that, as there are a lot of pikes in the field. Here comes the push now. The Farsight does get cast on these archers right over here. Again, that's in the field from BraBox. Actually, a lightning sword goes down. Kind of misses a little bit there, but the Farsight does grant the allied units. Actually, I believe that was the PowerPoint Farsight. It does grant them. Actually, I don't think the tooltip mentions this, but they do grant a.
My wounds are deep.
The Farsight does grant a range boost for all units. It is a cast on. Sorry, I was kind of thinking a little bit there. Not really thinking very well. The Solas was there being used to try and activate the black ice there. Saruman in the back over here dealing some firewall damage. Here comes MattysMirks trying to push up the field there, and actually it looks like that was S.S.B casting the lightning tower there. I'm not sure what it was on, but it didn't seem like there was much there. Boromir pushing in, just almost let Horn Gunner back. Might be useful to get him in there just a minute or two. The Tower Guard's now sitting in the fire from the lightning tower. There is the Witch King Sanctums for Solas. It'll be nice to see that on this Elven army actually right over here. Sorry, my mouse is a little bit right over there. This army is just completely doing nothing, sitting very still. Actually, I did not see it, but that's been used and it's now 2/3 back. I wonder where that was used. I think that would maybe have been it, where I believe that was the Frozen Land. The Siege Ballista spam from S.S.B is coming in hot to counter the Siege Ballista spam that we had to deal with in the first bracket, or second bracket we watched of the opening round from Solas himself. So he's now having a taste of his own medicine. BraBox now kind of retreating as he realizes he doesn't have the forces to be able to push on this archer army that they can easily deal damage to them. Take a look at the powers right over here real quick. You got MattysMirks has got Enshrouding Mist, which is a debuff power. When you cast it, your units are enshrouded and hidden. Their stealth. Lurch going down there actually turned into a white, but the Enshrouding Mist does also debuff all enemy troops in the area. He also has the Farsight ability, which grants vision as well as the range bonus with the capturing units. Excuse me, I got a lot of burps. I think I might have eaten a little bit too much recently. I feel like I'm burping every time I do a cast. But here you go. BraBox is saving up for a 10 power point, I guess. I think Gandalf actually a little bit in trouble here. I'm not sure where he is, but I could hear him giving his warning sound. Theoden, is he at the level 6? He's up at level 5. He's still not level 6. There's Archer army of 3 Noldors in the back here, dealing high damage to all from very far, and they're able to completely wipe out BraBox's army.
This fortress must hold fast against the enemy.
As you can hear from that sound effect or sound file, there is an air going down the field for BraBox. That will also go down, and there are a lot of whites here. However, they are going to go down very fast to these Noldors here.
We are here to protect our land.
It looks like MattysMirks is signaling about this outpost letting his ally know that that has been sitting in the opponent's hands for too long. Actually, I think it's because it was taken back and he wants them to take it back. It was taken back and wants to take it back. Actually, Solas still in these level 1 Halls of the King's Men. I think he really needs to upgrade to higher tier units. Maybe a Troll and Wolf Thunder could be used to be integrated in here. But anyway, BraBox there is on, now has the Tom Bombadil as well as the heal. I'm not sure if he had the heal or the rally call out when we last went through here. Tom Bombadil, a very effective hero, especially against this archer army, as he can just summon in the middle of it and just blow away with the Sonic Song all of these archers. So it's now trying to push up on the southern side of the hill here. Actually, these Rohirrim being quite effective as they are moving around. Some Deathbringers actually on the field for S.S.B here. Lurt's back on the field after going down. He's at level 6. He just had that leadership ability at level 5. These were here from BraBox and charged right through all those cavalry. And actually, I think that was kind of a bug. There's been some talk about a bug where cavalry can go straight into pikes and not take much damage. I think that was it right there, as those cavalry, both battalions are going to survive. And they're going to find a level 3 farm with a rally call and the leadership buff and take it down quite easily. Also, Solas starting to push up the middle ramp here, taking out these Deathbringers, trying to get in here and do some infrastructure damage potentially. But the ballistas from the rear side are going to deal some damage and kind of push him back a little bit. And Baldur now pinned. I think the Deathbringer is going to go in and try and work him down real quick. It looks like MattysMirks is now going to be pushing in on BraBox over here, as he's got the Mirkwood in the trees. He's got Thranduil now in the field, almost level 2. At level 4, he will get that Deadeye ability. Boromir does kind of throw down the Horn of Gondor. There's Tom Bombadil. Might want to go back here and deal with the Noldors. Actually, the Noldors actually, I think, is a good play from MattysMirks. Very well spaced out, not vulnerable to that Sonic Song ability. Actually, it looks like Solas is going to go for the fort here. He's got the Summon Giant ability. Here comes the Summon Eagles ability though from MattysMirks. He did get that 15 power point. S.S.B does have that industry power as well as Devastation and the Vision of the Palantir here. Those Giants are going to try and work down the fortress over here. However, there is that there is the Encasing Vines of power on it, and it will sustain a lot. I believe it's 60% more armor. I can't remember exactly what the stats are. I've looked through the files and I've taken a look at that. As you can see, Solas does also have that Summon Giant's ability, and he did get that Frozen Land ability, which gains give all allies units on the land plus 30% damage, plus 30% armor, and earn experience 50% faster. I don't remember if it also, I remember in one patch or another, it did act as slowing down your opponent's units. It doesn't mention that in the tools, but actually a level 3 farm for Solas can be going down there. Rogash is pinned there. He's almost level 3. At level 5, he will get his leave ability. It looks like Theoden trying to escape here. He is at level 6, but he's not going to be able to escape, as there is the army of MattysMirks with all those Noldors there in the back, and the Eagles now about to time out over here. S.S.B actually looks like he's going to win this fight over here convincingly. There is, however, the Well of Souls being cast in his army over here, and he needs to be worried about that. As the Rogash now in here dealing that damage, all these units are going to turn to white, actually. Probably under level 4, at level 6, he will get that Thunderbolt ability. He does have a Fireball at the moment. Might want to use it on Rogash to just shoot him away, and I think he is going to shoot him at Fireball at Rogash. Rogash now pushed back behind enemy lines. Gonna need to worry about that Lurtz here, but Lurtz is actually gonna be worried about him, as I don't know if he's gonna be able to outrun Lurtz there, or outrun Lurtz, not run Rogash. Get my units mixed around there. Gandalf now up to level 4 for BraBox there. He's up between taking now Mount Shadowfax there. MattysMirks now pushing up the hill here. It looks like you can tell from the the little tips of the arrows here, you can tell that they have the Silverthorn arrows. Legolas down to level 10. Might want to use that arrow wind right over here. I haven't seen it been used to much effect here, and actually, it looks like that Gandalf might want to use his lightning sword right over there. I think it was a little bit delayed and he didn't get it off in time, but he might have wanted to use it there to take out those Noldors and potentially a hero. Now level 10 for Solas' Walder. He takes out he does take out the Ballista there. Actually, a large army of Rudar Spearmen now being summoned in by him. Dark Rangers now finally out for Solas. He just finally had that level 3 Hull of the King's Men. He does not have any of his other ones going up to higher levels. You do have the army of BraBox here. Actually, I think it was unupgraded, and they will be taking high damage from that Watcher as it's summoned on them and will destroy them all. Potentially they were actually, I think they were upgraded. It looked like they did have the yellow armor, or the gold armor. Elrond and the Silverthorn arrows now trying to chase down Gandalf there, and he will be taken out, I believe, there, as well as Boromir. And that's going to be a big blow to BraBox there, as he's going to lose both of his heroes. Gandalf, not a cheap hero to produce, and will not take a while to come back. Solas, however, trying to counter this and push up the hill, but with a large army here, as well as the Berserkers and the Ballistas, it's going to be difficult to deal with this. Solas using the long shot ability, but here comes the lightning tower from S.S.B. going down right in the choke point there, making it flaming up, and even if he does manage to take out all enemy units in the area, he's able to push up in through that fire, which will deal damage over time. In fact, it will deal high amount of damage to those Dark Rangers you saw, even just walking through it for a little bit. 3 upgraded Rohirrim battalions for BraBox, now trying to move in and do some harass, maybe some infrastructure damage here, but they are taking lots of damage from these upgraded Mirkwoods and these Noldors here. Solas now trying to push in a little bit, maybe trying to not really deal with, kind of trying to push in but not really able to do much there, as he does not have the upgraded troops. I think he needs to get that Troll and Wolfton with the higher tier pikes there. As here comes MattysMirks, now with level 6 Noldor, level 5 Noldor, and a level 4 Noldor there. However, there's a cavalry from BraBox coming in. I don't see Theoden though. I think Theoden might have gone down potentially. I think he did go down actually right there. And with Theoden now, they're going to lose their leadership. They did take a level 3 lumber mill there, but that is not going to be a big enough blow, as they are not going to be able to get back in there for a while ago. Taking another level 3 farm, I think, but they're going to take higher damage, as there are now 2 battalions of these Urk Deathbringers, as well as the 2 Berserkers there, and the pikes, and they're going to easily clean up these units there. Looks like MattysMirks is going to be trying to push up this hill, maybe luring the opponent's army with the heroes. And there goes the arrow in from Legolas. I think it's working mostly on only the archers there. And actually, Thranduil casting that Deadeye ability, as you can see right there. But there's a Tom Bombadil being summoned in. Tom Bombadil, however, going to be taking a lot of magic damage. That's going to take him down quite quickly. He will deal... Tom Bombadil is able to trample every single unit in the game, I believe. In effect, they can knock them off their feet. Trolls, catapults. There is Ice Shot, however, from the Winter's Wrath from the fortress of Solas there, right on all of those archers, but actually a large portion of them still surviving. 1 Mirkwood and 1 Noldor still alive. And Noldor is very powerful, as they do have that weapon song ability, as well as the ability to go into sword mode if they get engaged at melee. Aragorn going to try and go in, but I think he doesn't want to engage here, as he's overextending. All of his units are getting picked off by those archers, and pretty soon he will be the only one to deal with the archers as well as these Deathbringers. However, there is a Saruman going down over here. I think they're Rogash. There's a bunch of long shots going down right over there. Trying to take out all of those. Actually takes out almost all of those level 7 Noldors there. 1 left, but Rogash wants to go in there and take him out. I think he's targeting him down, and he's going to take him out. That is going to be the level 7 Noldors down. There's a lot of Dark Rangers there for Solas there, but those ballistas are dealing with them quite effectively. Still 4 battalions, but with them so clumped up. Now there's only 2 battalions left there. There is that the giant summon going in. I'm not sure where it is though, actually. There it is, over by this farm and Lurtz and the ballistas on the southern side of the middle lane. Looks like Lurtz has been pinned by, Rogash has been pinned by Lurtz there, and Lurtz with tomato mode along with the Berserker are going to take him out. There, however, is Glorious Charge going on. 1 battalion of cavalry, not really going to be very effective, as they only have 1 battalion, but they're going to be able to charge through all these pikes and take minimal damage with 300% armor addition. However, with all the archers and the hero damage and the pikes and the ballistas, they're still going to get picked off quite easily. There is still summoning in a large army there. I think 4 battalions actually right there. 5 battalions from just the Thralls. It is quite fun to be able to see that. To see 5 little units on the field suddenly turn into a large army. Lurtz looking to maybe go a little bit balls deep there, as he's met as S.S.B's ally MattysMirks does signal and say, hey dude, you're kind of going a little further. I mean, I know we're winning, but don't overextend. Even if you're winning, you don't want to get cocky and overextend. If you do that, you could very well lose this advantage that you had and lose the game. This Ballista's now in their aggressive stance. A good choice. However, might want to micro his stance a little bit more. As aggressive, they can outrange these catapults, I believe. Actually, no, they cannot. As those catapults are not even in aggressive stance. I think it is the hill advantage is going to give them the higher range there. There is actually, Lurtz going to be shooting out the cripple shot there, and he is going to pin Theoden with all those pikes. War Chant going down, and Theoden is going to die almost instantly. Actually, a whirlwind going down. Is Solas going to be able to save Theoden right here? As there's the Well of Souls, but Theoden is still taking damage, and he is going to go down before this army is destroyed. MattysMirks are making a push in the north with upgrade Mythlons. As you can see, I haven't mentioned it. He just has all of his upgrades from his Aregian Forge there, as well as all the upgrades for S.S.B. actually from a level 2 forge there. I don't know if he has. I think he just got this right here, but MattysMirks does have all of his upgrades there, as well as a level 3 barracks there. However, even despite losing Theoden there, this large army of whites, that army of SSB is going to turn into whites, and those whites are going to start working down all enemy units in the area. And now with that, it looks like MattysMirks, or excuse me, Solas and BraBox could potentially push back. There is a little bit of an army from MattysMirks in the north here, but with the 25 power point Shade of Wolf being summoned in, he's going to try and chase down Legolas over here, actually, I think. There's someone in the army. The army will survive, but that Shade of Wolf does use the Wolf ability. Trying to get Legolas does fail to do so. Solas might want to use this Shade of Wolf to better use, take out these upgraded units, and push back, take out these Noldors. These Noldors are a big problem in the field here. Now Solas pushing down in the south here, as he does need to take advantage of the distraction in the north. Solas trying to take advantage here. But S.S.B. still having a lot of production. He has 4 or 5 Uruk bits here. So even if he loses a lot of units, he can produce them again, a large army very quickly. It's something that I do not think that Solas actually has. He only has 3 Halls of the King's Men here. He does need to get, I really think he needs to invest in that Troll and Wolf Den there. Get the higher level troops. Gandalf back on the field for BraBox. He's at half health. He's level 5 now. At level 7, we'll get the Astari Light ability, which does deal the damage there. Elrond going balls deep there, but the Vulture being summoned on the armory to save him there. Looks like the Shade of Wolf will be going into the army, into the base there. I think he might want to use his Dark Lord's Lament to just some of these units so we can take out these structures over here. But instead he's going to time out there, and he will be leaving the field, hopefully to return soon enough. As you can see, yes, it was upgrade troops earlier. There are upgrades now for BraBox. He does have the armor upgrade. I don't see the weapon upgrade though for him on there. The Alpha for S.S.B. is going to be once again taken by S.S.B. There is the Well of Souls and the Black Eyes going down in the army of S.S.B. But Lightning Tower is able to reach all the way over here. And actually Gandalf is taking a lot of damage there, as well as the archer line of Solas there. There is now a Dragon Strike from the 25 power point from S.S.B. going down, taking out the production of Solas, taking out 2 of those Halls of King's Men, including the level 3 one. And with none of the other halls going up to any higher levels, it's going to take him a while to get those Dark Rangers out. He's going to upgrade them twice again, as well as rebuild. The Uruk Deathbringers now in the archer line here, starting to do heavy damage. So BraBox's Tom Bombadil is there, but he is going to try and stop these Deathbringers. But actually, you did see there is a level 29 power point for MattysMirks, the Flood, as well as a level 7 Elrond with the Whirlwind ability, now taking out all these units, pushing in towards the fort. Snowbind actually goes down for Solas. Solas has the Winter's Wrath ability. He might want to use it on all these archers right here. Take them out. But I might be able to launch it and catch the army right around there. Would be a great shot right there. I don't know if he's aware of this at the moment though, or he's dealing with this, as he does have to deal with S.S.B. in the south here with those Deathbringers. Almost dead. Not really leveled up like they need to be there. Actually, MattysMirks is there. I really think that Solas needs to utilize that Winter's Wrath ability so he can push in there and then either take out these heroes down there undefended. Actually, it looks like Thranduil is going to be going down. Heal goes down. However, there is a level 7 Elrond, so there's going to be the Athelas, the Restoration, as well as the Power Points heal, which he has used already, I believe. He still actually has those Eagles back off a cooldown there. Here comes S.S.B. pushing in the middle with a lot of pikes there, as well as Sharku and a Berserker or 2. There is a White Summon going in the army of MattysMirks there. I would love to see the Eagle Summon come in as this fortress does not really have much in the way of defenses here. You saw BraBox you did see he does have that Dunedain ally summon, but you saw that was very easily dealt with right over there. There comes the Eagle summon, taking damage on the fortress. I think that is gonna. Don't know if he has any way to deal with those Eagles there. You do have Solas does have the Giants, but that can't do anything against these Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to be able to take out this fortress actually, unless Solas can somehow pull off a miracle. There comes the Giant summon. I'm not sure where it was. I think it was in the south over here. Take out these catapults over here. So they need to take them out. Do it one at a time, but I think it's not going to matter if these Eagles will take out the fortress over here. Sharku pinned by Morgmer there. I think Sharku might survive that. And there's the fortress of Solas down. Solas actually, I don't know if he has any other production structure besides the Dark Iron Forge right here, which is going to go up. But Solas will realize he is defeated as his opponents are in his base. He's lost everything he has as far as production, and he will quit out. And with his ally out, BraBox will realize he has to quit out as well, as there is no hope for him anymore. So that was actually a very amazing game. I'm liking the games with Solas and BraBox and MattysMirks and S.S.B. They both, those brackets right there have been very interesting and very enjoyable replays of Stonewain. I kind of look forward to game 2 actually. I kind of want to go cast it right now. But I actually am going to be casting a different game, which I will be getting out as well. I know y'all are kind of wondering which game it is going to be, but you'll have to find that out in the next time. But beside the point there, that is going to be game 1 of the second bracket of the semifinals, going to MattysMirks and S.S.B. Now I will be uploading the second video tomorrow, so I hope y'all will look forward to enjoying that. I can't wait to get to the finals, and actually I kind of can't wait for tomorrow, because those games are just so enjoyable. I love watching these high-level games happening for the Stonewain. Yeah, that was just really enjoyable. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you can you share this real quick? Just, you know, do whatever you can to just share it around. Let other people enjoy this stuff. And I will see y'all tomorrow.